Welcome to the New Music Podcast, New Music YouTube channel. We're your two regular jackoffs from upstate New York. My name's Patrick.
And I'm Reverend Kyle.
Let's fucking get it. We got Falling in Reverse's song, ZOMIFIED. I already have a reaction video out on my personal channel under I Am Patrick Teal, but I figured I'd sit down and have a conversation with Kyle about it because we can add a lot more to the conversation about this song by doing that.
I've actually never heard of it.
You actually haven't heard the song yet?
Of it, but I've only heard the breakdown. That's all I've heard.
Okay.
And I've heard the chorus was ZOMIFIED. Like, I really don't give a shit, but I want to listen to the full song.
Yeah.
Because I got a feeling I'm not giving high hopes to this song.
I think you're going to love it.
I'm really not.
I think this is going to be your favorite Falling in Reverse song to date.
Oh, yeah? It's better than Bad Girls Club or Alone?
I don't know, man. I think what was it? Wolves into the Raised by Wolves. I don't know. I have a nostalgic factor for that song because that's the first song he did coming out of prison with Falling in Reverse. So
yeah, the only thing I remember is we reacted to Vampires or whatever the fuck it's called. And
it was the revamped one, right?
Yeah, revamped, and I got death threats, so I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Be prepared to love this song. This is easily, well, look, I'll say this before we get into it. Songwriting wise, best thing they've done to date. Like,
oh, okay.
From a songwriting perspective, I think this is the best in that regard.
Okay.
But at the same time, there is a case being made for, well, you know, metalcore Twitter is making a case that there is plagiarism on the song. So I'd love to get into that after we hear the song. So let's just get into it then.
Your bed, cause they are the voices in your head. Zombified by the lies they said. We've become the walking dead. Cause everybody's on the edge. Oh no, they'll never let go. Something you said 10 years ago. They're canceling you. And they won't stop till everybody's zombified. They're bumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde. We're dead inside. It goes on and on, let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized.
Never seen a mic like that.
I know, right? That's what everybody has said who's seen this so far, is that they've never seen a microphone like that before.
I dig it, though.
Me too.
You better shut your mouth and bite your tongue, cause you don't wanna piss off anyone.
Not here, not on New Music YouTube channel, man. We're honest as fuck.
I want to say something about that.
Do you want to right now?
I can.
Go ahead.
I mean, the way that he said that, it was like, you got to keep your mouth shut, or you don't keep your mouth shut, Ronnie. You don't.
I think
you
it's
fucking don't.
I think it's more of a generalization.
Well, no, I know it's a generalization, but it's like, dude, you don't shut your fucking mouth ever.
I think it works for him though. Like
Oh no, it does. I'm not saying it doesn't.
No, and the thing is, like, I don't necessarily support that. I like, there are times where he's like, you know, going off on somebody, and I'm like, dude, like, how much of this is you just trying to be entertaining, and how much of this is you, like, just, you know, raging out because you need an outlet, and music and video games don't always cut it.
And it's funny because he also said that he would never have a TikTok, but guess what happened?
Yeah.
He has a TikTok now.
Well,
like, fuck
everybody,
off, dude.
everybody has said that. No, seriously.
He's such an ironic person. It's hilarious. He's so ironic. It's fucking hilarious.
Irony.
There it is.
Yeah.
Irony. There it is.
The newest product by Apple, the Irony.
right, let's continue.
Catchy as fuck.
No, yeah, it is.
And like visually, this video is so fucking stunning. Like,
Yeah.
I need that guy's phone number.
Short tongue, 'cause you don't wanna piss off anyone. We're traumatized by the damage done. Welcome to America.
Okay.
There's gonna be more of those moments, and I don't particularly care for them.
I need to know what that mic is. I'm serious.
It's way out of our price range.
Oh, I doubt.
Did you catch
yeah,
that?
Definitely.
Did you catch that?
No, I didn't.
Check this. All right, so this is one of the things about this video that has been highly debated. Is this and a couple of other things that happened. Huh. That microphone stand
Yeah, it looks familiar.
sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He has a few metaphors for that, but I also thought it was interesting timing that they put this part of the video right after he said things that happened 10 years ago, or he talks about things you said 10
Yep.
years ago.
Because I've seen the actual video where he does that.
Yeah, and it looked just like that too.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's one of those things that like he's clearly unapologetic of his past, especially when it comes to things that he should be apologetic for.
Yeah.
And look, I'm with you. Cancel culture is fucking stupid. Personally, I think it's bullshit, and it doesn't exist in the way that people think that it does. But we can get into all of that.
Or it should be. It should be something completely different, but it's not.
Absolutely.
That's the problem.
There's a lot of misconception about what cancel culture actually is, but we can get into all that after this.
Yep. Those pistols would break his fucking wrist.
The other thing was the shirt. And of course he blows his fucking head off.
Yeah. I low-key want that shirt now.
Me too. And look, I'm critical of Ronnie Radke, but I do fuck with his music. I'll be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I
mean, there's a lot of things I do not like about this dude, but I respect his music.
But that's just
Right.
it. Like, I think that's part of the whole Ronnie Radke persona is like he has things. He does that thing where like you want to help him and you want to see him do good, but then he just keeps doing this shit.
Yep.
So it's like, you know, like I don't know. The kills are pretty good though.
Yeah. The sound of the gunshots was a little excessive, but besides that,
For the sake of the video.
yeah.
This is that breakdown you heard.
Break out fire.
Now, there were a lot of cool things that happened just there. That fucking
Oh, yeah.
the Godzilla creature,
Yeah. I
Wherever the
wasn't
fuck he
expecting
is.
that either.
wherever the fuck he is. There he is. This fucking guy.
Yeah.
That was fucking cool. Like, I don't know how much he spent on this video, but I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. The video came out pretty fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things I wanted to talk about with this video is that there's many points in the video where people have, or the song rather, people claim plagiarism. So like there's a lot of Linkin Park moments in this song. It's very, Linkin Park-esque. All right, I get that. There's the Mick Gordon part, which is the breakdown. The breakdown itself sounds a lot like Mick Gordon. Everybody seems to be taking inspiration from the Doom EP lately, but I'm personally fine with it. This didn't sound like a carbon copy of one of those moments. I'd say if anything, he took inspiration from that. And then the Pick It Up was almost like, not note for note, but like beat by beat, the same as that one part in the Wage War Stitch breakdown. Those are the only points in the song where I can say like, okay, that sounded kind of plagiarized. But I don't like to make cases for stuff like that. That's the most I can give the argument of plagiarism for this song. Bro, you are shaky as fuck. Are you?
I don't know. Yeah, I know. It's because the fucking...
The dryer?
It's because the goddamn... Yeah. All right, it's gonna be shaky Kyle for the rest of the video.
All right, that's cool. Yeah.
It's all good.
What did you think, man?
Honestly, one of their better songs I've heard in a long time.
I agree with that.
I would honestly play this in my vehicle with the windows down, and I'd be fine with it. I would be. But other than that, it's a really good song. Obviously, he's Ronnie.
So controversy is like a must.
I mean, for him, yeah. I mean, I don't like I said before. I don't like the guy at all, but I respect his music. I respect what he does in the music industry as much as I hate the person. He makes good music, unfortunately.
And that's the thing that like I keep coming back to is that a lot of people have made claims that he doesn't write his own music, that he's got a team behind him and shit. But like then you got other artists and credible people like Finn McKenty vouching that like, yeah, he definitely writes his own shit. And oh, I can't hear you.
Even if
there you go.
Didn't, it's still good music. Even if he didn't, it's still good music.
I agree with that.
I'm not hating on the guy because it's still good ass music. There's a lot of artists that don't make their own fucking music. It's how it is. But I respect the dude as much as, like I said, as much as I cannot stand the dude, I fuck with his music.
And then when we talk about like his whole point of view on cancel culture, what it feels like to me is he's feeding into the stereotype that there already is, or he's like feeding into the stereotype, the idea that everybody, like cancel culture's out for everybody. And it doesn't matter who you are. If they find you said something that could be misconstrued as homophobic, they will take that bait and run with it. And I come from a unique perspective on this because of what I've been doing with Metal Sucks. I have to talk about this shit a lot. And it just, I don't think that people quite see what actually goes on in media as compared to what people see in headlines.
Yeah.
And I think there's a little bit of blame on outlets that will intentionally run with a story like the Dr. Seuss story, where like that whole shit was spun out of proportion because the other side was trying to make a case for that being the woke mob was coming after Dr. Seuss for that song, when the truth is like, no, they were just pulling books off shelves because they weren't selling. Nobody had heard of that Dr. Seuss book before. Now, I could be wrong. I admit that like I'm not perfect, and sometimes the shit I research winds up being false and I find out later about it. And then I got to own it. I fucked up. But then you got the bullshit going on where people like to feed into this idea and feed into like a victim matrix where they use this as a way to victimize themselves to play on that angle. And I don't fuck with that. That to me is worse than the cancel culture itself.
Oh, it's just so ironic hearing it from him. It really is. Like if it was any other artist, I could see it, but him is just. That's probably why it's getting so much praise and shit like that. Like it's just the dude that's singing it.
Yeah. He could have sold this song to Wage War, and Wage War, well, I don't know if Wage War would have hit them cleans, right? But it still would have been a banger.
Wage War would have destroyed those cleans. Are you serious?
No, I mean like, so like this song is so uniquely Ronnie in the cleans department.
Yeah.
But when you, if you were to try to pass this song off to somebody else, you can't sing like Ronnie. It's not that like you couldn't hit the same notes. It's his style is very
Because
uniquely him.
Especially that clean vocalist from Wage War, he could definitely destroy him with cleans, but that's besides the point. But no, I see what you're saying.
Absolutely.
It's just Ronnie. The song is Ronnie. It's not. Ronnie is like the Linkin Park of cover songs. Like if you want to cover a song from Ronnie, you have to kind of sound like him. It's the same thing with.
Okay, I was wondering where you were going with that. I was like, you are not about to say this guy's like the modern day Linkin Park, because I would have fucking shat all over that.
Fuck no. Fuck no. I would have ended it right now. Fuck out of here. No. No. I would never disrespect Linkin Park like that. But no, if you get what I'm saying, you have to kind of sound like him, and you have to be like really, 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 really good, and you got to do it a certain way to cover a Linkin Park song and a Falling in Reverse song. You have to do it in a specific way.
It's because they have a style that's very unique to them.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I didn't say anything up until this point about this, but boy, am I glad there's no rapping on this one.
See, I don't mind him rapping. I really don't.
As long as he doesn't do another Gangsta's Paradise. This one definitely
did not need rapping.
No, it didn't need it at all. Well, if he did, then if he did, it would wind up the comparison to Tom MacDonald would be even more apparent, and that it seems to me like that's what he's going for, and that's fine. It is what it is. I don't have to necessarily agree with it, but that's where I can actually listen to a song and enjoy a song, even though I disagree with the lyrics.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if there's anything more we can say about this song. I think the only other thing I can say is he wears his inspirations on his sleeve. He makes it very known. He's always been an 80s boy, which is why we get this Thriller-inspired music video. But that's not even a diss. Like, I think he did it well.
No, he did.
All right. Well, with all of that said, make sure you are liking, commenting, following, and all that good shit to the channel. There will always be an audio version of this uploaded on all of your favorite podcast platforms. And if we're not there, tell us where we're not so we can be there. Anything else, Kyle? What did I miss?
Crowd kill the shit out of that bell button, please. I want to hear about it. I want to hear the cancel culture about it. Like, I need to hear this shit.
Are we canceled next?
Do it. Probably.
You can't cancel.
I mean, we will be after this video.
We can't.
Or at least I will.
No,
don't worry.
No, we don't matter. We don't rate. We're not big enough. Oh man.
Not with that attitude.
You can't cancel what you didn't start. All right. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, get fucked, people. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, fuck.
Click on the next one.